Yo, nzema mane awuraimo ye aga ne agya kanjina foma de wo kara havrama mo be wonsema one amanfa amuara enne kane mo ole October sane kane motors abura nyo on nsane sa ye yia ake wo azuresiane anze river cobra anwa ene amane sikare ne ole anyeboro amane kireke Yerua Nzema Advocacy for Peace and Development. One Nzema Konyele Oku Dumanu. Mo Zahai Eku no Momon Bobaban Mala, a Udamo, ye MP mo ye DC ma. Ne Benima Biela. Mo ba wa Azuazu Mazola, Bumuala Babu Kaune. Yerua Zahai Eku Nimo, Anumanu. Ye, Mame, Honorable Lord Kujo. Mene Mingbenima, and I'm recruit me. Yake Yamane Jerry Jones Afo. Ye, me dear Mechi. Kwame Amechi yeji eku zehemo dumanuke sa ani amorokozo wo Ghana mani yenu kakrala oye hunu tetere kireke mvutuke edure mo olokozo na beru adringa chire biala azo ke ezukwani ala bekwenda na mo of joworo mo for bala yimo menini eniala yimo ye kakra eduye egua eriye womo yele boro ye yeru anyi boro dumanu ke yebezi yadene no kwa ene sebe da serene yimala wo yenzi mo sebe yemu ala yenyi guasra azure siane oneta no azure amanzure subre broma ne mo buka wala mu a yemu ala ye fifi yala ko school ane type ka onye dele beru amvutuke edure wa adene etane dumanu mo ye fre calamsey la bakoto nzure no manyi na kakra mo mame yemme sebe yenyi gua ye wonzo mo ye fike Israel nekoto bobole ye bize ya wonka evure nu ne vure buru anzi kezi wo ba ye obuale ke in the 90s mo ba 2000 yen la ne Israel ne teka onye dele ale shina ko biala ola poto ehia se ne ya tongrare a ne ya tongrare ye koke sona ko biala mo onwo waza ha mvutu keni edure nu la onle a won boe kreke awara ne nzemase ofanye buru ye okao
Nzema Advocacy for Peace and Development and Nzema Konyele Eku jointly state that in view of the existential threat to our collective lives in Nzemaland, we call on all our Ewulaimo, honorable MPs, heads of security agencies, the courts, heads of all environmental and regulatory bodies to join us to demand from our parliament, the President and his MMDCs to ban all alluvial mining in Nzemaland until the proper regulatory framework is in place and there is real commitment in the enforcement of the rules around alluvial mining in Ghana. To undertake an intensive education of high-risk people such as pregnant women and children on radio, local FMs, and using the resources of the Information Services Department.
That test on an ongoing basis to determine the mercury concentration in River Cobra, River Tanwe, River Suble, River Musuale, and their tributaries to enable us to know the risk they pose to communities far and near that rely on them. We also wish that the authorities establish a well-resourced regulatory body capable of regulating and monitoring the activities of companies that will be licensed and permitted to operate a mine in Nzemaland. Equally, such should establish an efficient mechanism to regularly take and test samples of water bodies and soils in areas where mining is done to determine whether the mine adheres to regulations regarding treatment of their waste. We equally demand a ban to the use of mercury in any mining venture in Nzema with immediate effect. We call also for authorities to enjoin all those that matter to reclaim all mined areas in Nzema, including the filling of open pits, to prevent any new unnecessary deaths, minimize mercury exposure levels, or keep the release of mercury into the environment within the permissible limits, and plant new trees and shrubs to restore these areas. Furthermore, Nzema Nzema Advocacy for Peace and Development, jointly with Nzemaland Eku, we respectfully demand that 1. Our chiefs take their role as custodians very seriously and do not allow any mining, illegal or otherwise, on their lands without extensive consultation and input of all community members and representatives of Nzemaland, or risk being disturbed. That honorable MMDCs particularly show clear commitment to eradicating irresponsible mining in our communities by undertaking extensive engagement of citizens on any mining licensing and ensuring impartial application of the law on all involved in irresponsible mining in their jurisdictions. And political, to work together with representatives from our major Nzema groups to establish an Nzemaland task force to work alongside law enforcement to monitor and report any illegal activities on and along our rivers, receive and follow up on anonymous tips on irresponsible mining activities that endanger our rivers and land, and report same for immediate action.